Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. This is Rovinyo Lama and you're watching English Prime Time. The news in headlines. India's star weightlifter Mirabai Chanu wins India's first medal at the Tokyo Olympics, winning a silver medal in 49 kg weightlifting with a total lift of 202 kg. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, on a 2-day visit to Meghalaya, will chair a meeting with the Chief Minister of 8 northeastern states. As many as 129 people have died in rain-related incidents, including multiple landslides in Maharashtra, as heavy shower continues to wreak havoc in the state. In Nagaland, Directorate of School Education directs schools to submit COVID vaccination status of its staff members. NPF says COVID vaccination is comprehensible but not to make compulsory. The news in details. The first medal to India in Tokyo 2020, today's weightlifters Mirabai Chanu from Manipur creates history as she becomes the first Indian weightlifter to win a silver medal in Olympics. She earned the medal in the women's 49 kg event. She successfully lifted 84 kg and 87 kg in her first 2 attempts in snatch category, but failed in her final, in which she targeted 89 kg. But in the clean and jerk round, Mirabai sets a new Olympic records with a successful lift of 115 kg. The 26-year-old Manipuri girl Mirabai Chanu becomes the second weightlifter after Karnam Maleshwari to win an Olympic medal for India. Mirabai Chanu claimed the silver medal with 202 kg in total. China's Zihui Hao won the gold medal in the women's 49 kg weightlifting at the Tokyo Olympics, lifting a total of 210 kg, while Indonesia Windy Cantika Aisyah won the bronze medal. As India's weightlifter Mirabai Chanu from Manipur creates history by becoming the first Indian woman weightlifter to win a silver medal in Olympics, her family expressed their happiness while watching her in the TV. In an exclusive interview with Nagaland TV, the working president of Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, Mr. Alam Temshi Jamir, explained that the recent development that transformed Nagaland political scenario and an opposition landscape has been aimed for Naga's political settlement, and even the people of the state has welcomed the move. Jamir also said that NDPP waiting for the BJP High Command's NOD and the move will be in effect very soon. While commenting on the meeting that took place between the core committee and NNPGs, is that the people are hopeful and aspire a quick settlement of the Nagas political issues. He also opined that though the dialogues with NSC and IM has yet to come to a conclusion due to some minor issues, but the matters will be resolved in the next few months. While on AFSPA issue, the former Chief Secretary of the state says that in a democratic country, the controversial law does have any significance and is meaningless in nature.
Itu move jado Naga political settlement te bhavna korkena move kora ase to Nagaland te political party kan sob eki jama korikena settlement to kinika bhal korina anibo lage itu bhavna de ahikena ase to sob Naga manu itu support koribo lage itu Naga manu kan sob settlement karone rukhi ase to amar khan laga bhavna to itu ase NNPG group takan satta group milaker takan to itu willingness laga bhavna ase NSC and IM laga takan chotu motu kothati hi rukhi kena ase কিন্তু আমাখান জানা পৰা এইটো আমাৰ ইণ্টাৰলকুটেৰ গভৰ্ণৰ লগা তাই কোৱাটো নেগোচিয়েশ্যনছ আৰু এইটো কাৰণটো খতম হৈছে এইটো 2019 আৰু এতিয়া নতুন ডাইমেনশ্যন আহিছে এইটো নিকি তাই ম্যানমাৰ দি থাকাটো এইটো তাই আহি যাইছে তো নিকি লগাবি আমাৰ ভাৱনাতে তাই লগাবি অলপতো টাইমটো লাগিব সে another 4-5 months এইটো তাই লগাবি এইটো কথা কি হ'ব এইটো তো এইটো কাৰণ চব মিলাই কিনে আমাখান লগা আশা আছে 4-5 monthsতে কিন্তু সেটেলমেণ্ট যদি জলদি আহিবলৈ লগা Armed Forces Special Powers Act is in 1958. It is being going on, doesn't make a difference as long as there is a ceasefire and dialogue going on. The Armed Forces Special Powers Act really don't have much meaning. See, the Armed Forces Special Powers Act is actually meaningless in a democracy.
Yes.
In a democracy, the army has no role to be able to play this kind of thing. This is something which the whole world will never say it's a correct thing.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah is in Meghalaya's capital Shillong on a 2-day visit to the northeastern part of the country. This is Shah's first visit to the region since the April-May election in Assam. The Home Minister will inaugurate the interstate bus terminus at Wawang in the outskirts of Shillong and a cryogenic plant in Shillong Township. Following the event on Saturday, the Union Home Minister will visit Sora a day later to inaugurate the Greater Sora Water Supply Scheme and a separate afforestation project. He is also scheduled to pay a visit to the Ramakrishna Mission Ashram there on Sunday. Meanwhile, security arrangements were tightened in Meghalaya ahead of the Union Home Minister visit. As many as 129 people have died in rain-related incidents, including multiple landslides in Maharashtra over the last 2 days, while 84,452 people under the Pune divisions were shifted to safer place on Friday as heavy showers continue to wreak havoc in the states, including 38 people perished in a landslide in Raigad district on Thursday. According to the officials, the death toll in Maharashtra in the last 48 hours has reached to 129, while most of the dead are from Raigad and Satara district. An army soldier died in a suspected mine blast near the line of control (LOC) in Krishna Gati sector of Poonch district, while another suffered injuries, said that officials. The name of the deceased identified as Sipoy Kamal Dev Vaidya. He was 27 years old and was on operational duty at night. He was critically injured and immediately rushed to the nearest medical facility, but later succumbed to his injuries. Sipoy Vaidya was from Gummarwum village in Himachal Pradesh, Hamipur. The army stated that he was a brave and highly motivated and sincere soldier, and that the nation will always remember in debt to him for his supreme sacrifice and devotion to duty. The Directorate of School Education (DOSC) Nagaland has directed the head of all government and private school functioning within the state of Nagaland to submit COVID-19 vaccination status of its staff members from 27 July onwards. Meanwhile, the Naga People Front on Friday provided a statement saying that the options of COVID vaccination is comprehensible, but it cannot be made compulsory. This came after a few days after the government issued an order asking the employees to either get vaccinated or provide a negative test report of COVID-19 every 15 days in order to attend office. AIMS Chief Randeep Guleria has said that results of Bharat Biotech Covaxin trial on children likely to be out by September. He said that the trials of Bharat Biotech Covaxin on children are presently underway and the results are expected by September. Guleria's statement comes as the second dose of Covaxin is likely to be administered to children aged 2 to 6 years in trials next week. Earlier on June 7, Delhi AIIMS started screening children between the age of 2 to 17 for trial of COVID-19 vaccine, and on May 12, the DCGI granted permission to Bharat Biotech to carry out Phase 2, Phase 3 trials of Covaxin on children as young as 2. Two unidentified terrorists killed in an early morning joint operation by the Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police in Shok Baba Forest in Bandipora district. The operation began following inputs about the presence of terrorists in the forest area of Shok Baba. The terrorists are said to be Pakistani national and were traced by the people along with other security officials who were working on anti-terror operations. This is the third encounter in the last 5 days. The operation is still under the Kashmir Zone. Police tweeted reportedly the Shok Baba Forest, which is the site of the latest encounter, is also a hiding place for terrorists and was earlier also used for infiltration. Villagers were evacuated over makeshift bridges on Friday as flood submerged swathes of central China following a history deluge which claimed at least 33 lives, while a typhoon is threatened to bring more misery as it headed towards the country's east coast. Millions have been affected by the flood in Henan province, trapping people for days without fresh food or water, pulverizing road as they breach embankment and Keki whole area in thick mud. In the worst hit city of Zhengzhou, firefighter on Friday continued to plumb the muddy water from tunnel, including a subway where at least a dozen people drowned inside a train earlier in the week as a year worth of rainfall down in just 3 days. In the latest report, as many as 39,097 more people tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, taking the cumulative case load to 3,13,32,159. The daily positivity rate has reached to 2.40%, staying below 3% for 33 consecutive days. On the other hand, the weekly positivity rate is at 2.22%. Further, 546 more people succumbed to the disease. The death toll due to coronavirus in India now stands at 4,20,016. The count of fresh recovery has remained below new cases, with 35,087 people getting discharged in the country. The total number of recovery has reached 3,05,03,166, while the recovery rate is at 97.35%. As a result, the active tally has gone up by 3,464 between Friday and Saturday to rest at 4,08,977. It constitutes 1.31% of the total cases. It seems all is not well within Punjab Congress, as former State Progress Chief Sunil Jakhar has expressed his grievance, openly saying that the party has forgotten him, indirectly pointing to the incapability of the newly appointed State Party Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu. Directly questioning the party high command's decision on the appointment of the Sidhu as the new Punjab Congress chief, Jakhar said that the person who was trying to patch up the first rift between Captain Amarinder Singh and Sidhu was forgotten by the Congress party. It may be worth mentioning that Rahul Gandhi tried to settle the crisis in the Punjab, but it seems another simmering tension in brewing which may harm the party's prospect in the 2022 State Assembly elections. Departing from Pakistan declared policy on Kashmir, Prime Minister Imran Khan on Friday said that the Islamabad would let the people of Kashmir decide if they want to join Pakistan or become an independent state. Addressing an election rally in Tarar Khal area of Pakistan, occupied Kashmir (POK) ahead of the polls on July 25. Khan also rejected claims by a leading opposition leaders that his government was working on a plan to make Kashmir a province of Pakistan. However, India has previously made it clear that the Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir is an integral and inalienable part of India. New Delhi has also told Islamabad that issues related to Jammu and Kashmir are its internal matter and the country is capable of solving its own problems. Before we wrap today's news, let's take a look as Indian Army is gearing up for Vijay Diwas celebration preparation for Kargil. Vijay Diwas in full swing at the War Memorial Address. The celebration will take place on July 26. Indian Army Vijay Diwas celebration, July 26. War Memorial Address Day. We have one more story from the Tokyo Olympic. China tops the medal tally till now with 2 gold and 1 bronze medal in Tokyo Olympics. On day 2, hosts Japan at number 2 with 1 gold and 1 silver. Ecuador, Iran, South Korea, Kosovo share the position 3 with 1 gold medal each. India is at number 7 with the silver medal of Mirabai Chanu along with Belgium, Netherlands, ROC, Serbia and Chinese Taipan. Yes, it's the Olympic medal tally as of now. China topped the medals tally till now with 2 golds and 1 bronze medal in Tokyo Olympics. One day to host Japan at number 2 with 1 gold and 1 silver. Ecuador, Iran, South Korea, Kosovo shares the position 3 with 1 gold medal each. India is at number 7 with the silver medal of Mirabai Chanu along with Belgium, Netherlands, ROC, Serbia and Chinese Taipei. This is all for today's news. For more updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.